you idiot.
Chucky is a horror icon, and people love their icons.
Most people, if they didn't have a doll at one point in their childhood, someone else in their family did.
People always said, oh my God, I was so terrified when I was a kid about Chucky, and I had to put my dolls in the garage.
That doll, I'll tell you what, he's got an attitude. When I was a young girl, I was scared to bejesus.
Every child has gone to sleep and watched the shadows of the room grow long, and that's Chucky. Chucky's looking at you.
I wanted to write something about how marketing affected children. Because my dad worked in marketing and advertising, so as a child, I was always exposed to that world.
And what are children, after all, but consumer trainees?
Especially in the 80s, when Cabbage Patch dolls were all the rage, it just seemed a ripe arena for a dark satire.
Close your eyes and count to 7. When you wake, you'll be in heaven.
Chucky hits a nerve in us that only a maniacal toy killer could hit.
Chucky's kind of like the guy, like, yeah, I like to kill people. What's wrong with that? He never stops to say, am I morally right or am I morally wrong?
Why do you kill?
Well, it's a hobby, really. It helps us relax.
Not since Talking Tina in Twilight Zone did we have this doll, like every child's worst nightmare, come to life and want to kill you, even though you were a child.
He's able to do it in such a way that he can fit any time and any kind of style of horror films. If it's funny, he can go there.
Up yours, asshole!
If it's just scary, he can go there. The doll can go anywhere and be anything.
Hi.
Hi.
So many great actors have been involved in Chucky.
Child's Play 2, we had Grace Zabriskie.
Amazing, isn't it?
When we worked with her, this was in 1989, Twin Peaks hadn't started airing yet.
I thought John Ritter's performance was really great.
You can't keep us from seeing each other.
I'm the chief of police, Sport. I can do whatever I want.
I had actually written a part for him in Child's Play 3 that we had to cut from the script. So when I did Bride of Chucky, I wrote that for him. John Waters, of course, is another big one. One of his big dreams was to be killed by Chucky, so I can accommodate that.
I loved the scene with John Waters.
Pete Peters, celebrities revealed. Jennifer, what did you see?
Look, I'm not going to draw you a picture, okay?
What were you doing when you saw the body?
No comment.
Jennifer, how old are you really?
Just to be in a movie, in a Chucky movie with John Waters screaming verbal abuse at you, it's like every actress's dream.
Paparazzi scumbags.
Some of the actors that have worked in this movie, like Katherine Heigl, for example, they were sort of discovered when they did the movie.
You were nice enough to cook for him. The least he could do was wash the dish.
What are you doing?
She was 19 years old when she did that. It was very obvious to us that she was extremely talented and was going to go places.
You know who I thought was amazing was Alex Vincent. I'm still floored watching this performance. I mean, I think he was like pitch perfect.
And I think everyone has probably had the daydream or a fantasy of that doll coming to life, and I think that's why it can still continue to have an impact on people 5, 6, 7, 8 movies down the line.
Where they all lived happily ever after.
No, they don't.
Well, they do for now. We'll finish it tomorrow night.
My favorite killing was with John Ritter, where all the nails fly at his head and he looks just like Pinhead in the Clive Barker movies. That was sort of an homage. Now!
I think it was number 3, the guy that runs the company, and he's in his office. The way Chucky just took his time, that was like a long, minute and a half scene of torture.
Just like the good old days.
I love in Bride of Chucky where Tiffany is in the bathtub and then Chucky comes in and he throws the television set in the water.
I love the imagery of the bubbles. That just struck me as a uniquely surreal and creepy image. And Jennifer Tilly was the perfect victim because she just seems like someone who would be destined to die in her bubble bath.
There's a lot of great moments from all the Chucky movies, but the one that literally made me laugh out loud that I had to rewind like 3 times was in Bride of Chucky when Chucky and Tiffany are consummating their love for one another.
Wait, what? Have you got a rubber? Have I got a rubber?
Yeah.
Tiff?
What?
Look at me. I'm all rubber.
It was just so balls out there on Brad Dourif's delivery of the line that it literally tickled me pink.
So we improvised that. And then, of course, you have unprotected sex and then you have unplanned pregnancies. So there's a bit of a morality story in that, too. The Chucky legacy has been going on for years. I think it's over 20 years now.
He just doesn't die, I mean, what are you going to do? I think that's what's so scary about Chucky, is you just can't kill him.
I don't think people have had enough of Freddy Krueger. I don't think people have had enough of Leatherface, of a lot of these things. We need our monsters.
I can't think of a thing to say.